Starving cattle will be allowed to graze in some national parks, relieving farmers but outraging conservationists. The emergency measure gives temporary access to selected parcels of land with a previous grazing history.
Graziers in the north have been hit by fire, drought and the ban on live cattle exports to Indonesia.
Those three things coming together have created almost a perfect storm for a lot of property owners.
The reality is we've got two options. We can either let cattle die in the paddock or we can do something about it.
What they'll do is next week introduce legislation to open 5 national park areas for grazing. Another 8 National Reserve properties will be reopened.
Where we'll then be in a position to be able to consider applications from graziers across a broader area of Queensland.
Local graziers have welcomed the help, but the National Parks Association warns grazing can wreak extensive damage on sensitive ecosystems.
And this is an unacceptable situation for the National Parks Association. National parks are about conservation. They're not there as cow paddocks.
AgForce says conservationists who criticise the park's decision also want assistance for distressed animals.
You can't have your cake and eat it too. This is something that we see as a direct response to an animal welfare issue.
The Greens acknowledge an animal welfare emergency but say reopening parks is not the answer.
This is the latest hit to national parks and it won't help these cattlemen in the future if we have degraded national park estates.
They're geared for that sort of thing, so as long as they're managed properly, there won't be any long-term negative impact. It's all good as far as we're concerned.
The Greens prefer other solutions.
Like destocking rates, emergency fodder drops, rather than doing nothing and then opening up our national parks at the last minute.
This is not a time for zealotry.
The move will help about 25,000 head of cattle for 6 to 12 months. Chris O'Brien, ABC News.